And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And on the mound for the A's in this one, Luis Severino. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Victor Robles leading things off and takes a strike. And that one popped in the air, left field. He's got it. One away. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Julio Rodriguez stands in now and watches strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. That's outside, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mariners nothing. A's coming to bat. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound today, Bryce Miller.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win, and really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
At the plate, Lawrence Butler. That one catches the zone. 0-1. Miller with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Rebels where it's at, we gotta hit it up. Everybody favors, we can divvy up.
Jacob Wilson getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike. Wilson recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
Fought off foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
Strike.
That one
Bad
missed.
ball, 2-2 the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One down, base is empty. A swing and a soft liner. Fair ball.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Man at first with one gone. And now Brent Rooker. First pitch misses. Wilson over at first with one away. And another ball. Now 3-0. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Splits the plate. That is strike 2.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Three balls, 2 strikes the count. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And a foul ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
2 on, 1 out. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. And that is out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next pitch misses. Now 2-2. And he deals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
This is J.J. Bleday. Golden opportunity right here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. And it's 1-1. That one lifted to left. Arozarena makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. To the plate. Save! And it's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So 2 down now, and here is Zach Geloff. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And a foul ball.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Here's a 1-1. That's down and in.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Here's Gio Urshela.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Swing and a foul out of play. Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. Right through there for a strike. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Raley makes the play, and that's the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 1 inning in the books here. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's a big power threat. Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So When you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. And ball one.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Raley throws right, bats left, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. And that one fouled off. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Bleday makes the grab, one away.
That assists left fielder Randy Arozarena.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's one out. What a double play that was. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown. Miller back to work. Outside. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that is cut on and miss.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Arozarena under it. Makes the catch, inning over. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Foul ball there. Severino. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, two now. Up the middle. Wilson. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And that one is lifted in the air. Bleday sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Batting ninth, shortstop, JP
2 outs,
Crawford.
base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, JP Crawford. Crawford working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Severino kicks, deals. And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. And that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Robles at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and he makes the catch. And that is that. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Right through there for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
1 strike. Hey, 2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Popped up. Polanco sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting.
And here is Brent Rooker. Walked his first time.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization, who's the best hitter, in the lineup, they would say him.
And that
No,
one
that's
just
down.
misses. A ball and no strikes.
Ball.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty. In
We
the
got a full
dirt,
count.
and a full count now. That's ball 4,
pitch is
trying
up.
another
Ball 4.
fastball, but missed the spot.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
One down, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
And a foul ball.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Well, Chris, through the early
that pitch is
stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Rooker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the air, right field. Robles should have this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the 3rd baseman, Donovan Solano. That's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball.
Just a blue pit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's a foul ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
That one fouled off. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. He reached on a walk his first time. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Towards first, Soderstrom. He'll do it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Mariners go down quietly there. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Zach Geloff. Ball 1 there.
You know, these Athletics showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
It's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Man at first, Gio Urshela to the plate. Not
Count
close
1-0.
with that one, and that is ball 1. Just missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when
no
you're
strike.
facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Just
Ball
missed.
3.
And ball
That's
4,
ball
2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, no outs. Now the left fielder, Seth Brown.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Strike 2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2
No
pitches
balls, 2
down in the
strikes.
zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. It kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Soderstrom batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Comes up empty.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And
1
misses
ball, 2
inside.
strikes.
Next
That's a
offering
ball.
upstairs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 on, 1 out. And that one
Down to
missing
3-2.
inside a sharp slider. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 2 in this one. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Ball one low. Movement in the bullpen. Trent Thornton getting loose out there. Snyder getting cranked up as well. The A's looking to add another. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one ripped. And it's off the wall, but foul. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. They get the force. Misplay doesn't cost them. Inning over. A's strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Severino back to work. That clips a corner.
Well, these Mariners, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. 0 for 1 so far. Arozarena goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
Ball one.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1. The Mariners down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2. Struck him out looking. Austin Shenton will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
On the ground. Zips it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. In there at the knees, it's 0-1. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. Did not go. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Bryce Miller out of the game, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. Trent Thornton taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Man at first, nobody out. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Wilson on at first, nobody out. And another ball.
Reno.
There's the strike, and the count is 3-1. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. To short, could be 2. Over to Polanco. They get one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Shea Langoliers, the next to hit, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that is a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through 5. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jorge Polanco. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Oh, 1 down. That's a little bit low. Swing and a miss. And a count 1 and 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one misses in the dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Caught him looking for the K.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Fouled off. He was late. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The next offering misses. 1 and 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
On the ground, right side. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Back to the top of the Seattle order, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And that's in for a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Slice to right.
Now batting, third baseman, Jonathan.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's Donovan Solano. having a lot more success on the road this season. And that's in for a strike. Robles off of first with 2 away. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Severino throws to first. Robles dives back in. That misses the zone. Ball 2. Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Robles runs. Pitches low. Throw there. Safe.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one 95 to finish him off. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these A's really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Next one misses, and the count is 2-2. Touch them all, baseball man. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 3-0.
No, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Now here is Zach Geloff. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's bad. Caught just shy of the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now here's Gio Urshela. A little bit low.
Ball
1-0. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. This ball's chopped on the ground. Crawford. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
So here's Brown at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That clips the corner. Yo, 1. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That one way inside.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Rodriguez brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run as the A's are on top. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Fastball for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose Leclerc preparing to come on if needed. McFarland, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering is down low. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. That's in there. 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Fouled off to the right. The 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Next offering is in for a strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That misses, and it's 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail it here 3-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Colin Snyder.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. That's in there. Strike one. Fought off foul. And there's a ball. Just missed.
2-2 to count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in, so hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Butler batting with one down, takes a strike. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Gregory Santos, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Two outs, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson.
Rebels where it's at, we gotta hit it up. Everybody favors, we can divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live.
The shortstop takes the ball. That one to first. Raley takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the A's, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Leclerc. He last pitched 2 days ago. And stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. And that one missing low. The A's bullpen has some movement. Mason Miller, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball. That misses, and the count's even at 2.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Now, Austin Shenton. He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
That one off the mark, and it's 2-2.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 3. Struck him out looking, and he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Mariners are down in order. Still down 3-0. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Snyder back to work. Snyder, 29 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's outside, and it's 2-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Pitch is in there. Strike one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Runner at second, nobody out. Next offering is downstairs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. Swinging a foul straight back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. And that just misses. One and two now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the A's.
So digging in, Zach Geloff. First pitch just misses. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. The A's strand 1, but they lead it 3-0.
Just some things we show. It's just some places we go. It's just some whips we roll. Oh, always we know. Just some things we show. Oh, cool hat trick. Watch me backspin.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Mason Miller.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and you see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. That one at triple digits.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Robles in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
Well, so many hard throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch up.
This one in the air, center field. Hauls it in, 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Donovan Solano up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a ball popped up. Gela on his way over. And that'll do it. The A's use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
With this win here today, you've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series, so you would think the work is done, but when you're at home, I don't believe so. You got to come back with a mindset for Game 3 that you want to win it, and you're going to go out and do everything that it takes. You win like that at home, you position yourself for good things down the stretch.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Yeah.